offense now ready to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Take Bigsby
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one side of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine, this offense was...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll get this complete to the rookie first.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Towards the end zone for Brown. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Tank Bigsby
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it is 28-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A run, it's Murray.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw a solid first half out of the Tank Bigsby. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good measure. He was awesome.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that will be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They run with Murray. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 2.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Tank Bigsby.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pickett now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Now Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. It's Murray.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickett.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll return it from the 6. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
This a 2nd and 8. Another run by Bigsby.
And
he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, Bigsby. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 6. On the carry, Bigsby. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Pickett now from the gun here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett right back to the air again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A run here with Bigsby. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.